This is about my current favorite amp. This is the Chandler amp. You find it relatively rarely. It's a bit a limited amplifier. Maybe you could say it's like a how do you say, one trick horse. But the trick that it can do, I love it. It works especially well with guitars like this. Like this is an ES335 from Edwards. Can you see this? There you go. I have the feeling it works better with humbuckers, but I mean, I will play later through a single coil as well, then you can make your own mind. I call this my throaty 335 tone. You hear what it does? It's like a, I don't know, throaty or hoarse kind of tone. So this is my favorite setting, but maybe first the story, why I bought this amp. On the UAD platform you can get, actually from what they call Plugin Alliance, you can buy emulations of this amp. And I liked them so much that I thought, okay, what about the real amp? That must be nicer, you know, play with real knobs, fiddling around with real knobs, smelling the tubes. And I haven't regretted it. But first and foremost, what do we have here? On standby, nothing really to say about it. Here we have something, this is a trick of the power amp. Actually, can you see it? It's called, what is it called? Normal and intense. This is normal. You can hear that there's an additional, I don't know, he says something about a trick that he does with the power amp. Sorry, coffee? I don't know exactly what he does with the power amp, but it makes it just a little bit hotter. So, next control. We have here a drive setting. So that is actually one of the most interesting things on this amp. It's almost like you have your own distortion in there. These two buttons work, or pots work in conjunction. First setting is treble boost. I set it here to full intense so you can directly hear the difference. With neck pickup. Again with a power amp trick on intense. I like this setting, the treble boost. I use it quite often. Here comes the thick setting. Neck pickup. these frequencies. Not my favorite thing, but maybe with a Telecaster you can use it. Next thing is, what is this? Aggressive. This is a little bit like treble boost, but I think over more, over a broader frequency range. Honestly, now currently I don't hear a big difference between those two settings. Maybe later in the recording you can hear it, but well, I heard the aggressive setting should be more, should have a broader frequency range that is boosted, but I honestly can't hear it. There you can hear a difference. So you can say that the treble boost has a bit more distortion in this case. I have the setting here quite high already for the gain, or for the volume, because there's no gain. There's only a volume control, and I have it quite high. So I guess at these high settings, then when you play full chords, you don't hear the big difference. Nevertheless, that was the aggressive settings. Then comes another bonbon. This is only mids are boosted. This was my beginning sound. This is one of my favorite sounds, the throaty. And then you put the power amp onto it. Here we have the normal, no, actually that was already a lie. It's not a normal bass and treble tone control. This is called a Baxandall, a different filter than you normally have in amplifiers. Toned down, because otherwise my cab gets a bit woolly. Of course, this will always depend on your recording situation. If you use it through a normal a cab, I use a Grossman silent cab with an SM57 and the E906 from Sennheiser, and mix them, and you can see I'm recording a few tracks already. Maybe you can see it. And this is as well a torpedo load box. I'll put probably the description right here. It's a torpedo thing to dampen the output with 20 decibel, because without this it would be even too loud for the Grossman silent box. This amp is really, really loud. And if you put it without dampening in the Grossman box, then the Grossman box starts to resonate in really horrible tones. This is walnut, I think, and then the walnut has some frequencies which come out then, but this amp is barbaric loud. Let's get on with the treble. Dampen it a little bit there, because the mids are really glorious in this amp. So then you have, as I said, the input control, that is all the volume that you get on this amp. It's a single channel amp and a non-master volume amp. So this is the only volume control that you have. Turning it really down. I could try play clean, putting my guitar in normal. But there's still, as soon as you have the drive setting on here, it will be always a little bit distorted. Sorry, it's currently raining out there. I can't play major chord. So the last control here is as well a very interesting control. With this one you can set the bias. I honestly forgot which bias it is, if it's from the preamp section or the power amp section, doesn't really matter. But the more to the right, put it to the left, the more to the right you put it, the more saturation you have in there, and yeah, saturation, the filling of the bass. A little bit more gain as well. This is not really an amp for going out and playing live. This is more a studio amp. Why is that? First of all, it's only one channel, that is fine. But it doesn't have an effects loop, for example. If you would play this amp on setting 3 on the high channel out there, the people, and especially the front of house mixer, would just throw you out. This is way too loud to play live. It's comparable to the 20 watt plexi. If you play that far into the distortion area, it's just too loud. Hendrix could do this, we can't. Yeah, this sounds nice. I hope it sounds later on the recording as nice as it does here. Compared to the plexi, which you can see it there in the background, my latest addition to my Emporium. This one has a more interesting middle distortion. The plexi is very fantastic out there, and the top really chimey and way over crunchy, although this amp is there as well. But if you put this here to the mid boost, then actually I like the mids of this. They are really almost palpable. Although I have to say the setting that I have right now sounds very nice too, and that is without any of the drives. It's just the normal setting, almost the default setting of this amp. If I now put the mids on top, okay, time for another guitar. All right, so now here's the Strat. Let's try find a more clean setting. Instantaneous improvisation. Let's fatten up the bass a little bit. That's too fat. Let's get it to the lowest point. A lot of jingle jangle, but no fundament now. Middle. Let's try the thick setting. Maybe not so strong. As soon as you put this drive section in, as drive as the name says, is a little bit of distortion. Maybe let's try once this the trick with the power amp distortion. That is too much. Tuning is not a city in China. But okay, let's play it with a real Les Paul. Okay, I said let's try this with a real Les Paul, but a light. This is not Gibson Les Paul. This is, can you see it? This is as well an Edwards Les Paul, which I really like. Duncan Antiquity pickups. Low output, but you would notice. This is not exactly the same setting than with the Stratocaster, but for me this amp comes much more alive with a humbucker guitar. little bit much in the bass, but okay, the bass before the amp. This is now with my trusty Tim Pierce overdrive. Works right well. So as you can see, there's a few different tones. Maybe later on the recording they will not sound so much different, but I really like what this amp produces. I've played long COVID improvisation sessions just, you know, with this amp on one setting, and I really love what it does. I love the sounds you can create. I mean, I do love my other amps as well, but right now this is the amp I switch on the most. So now you know why I like the Chandler amp, and I hope you like the sounds as well. Then see you later.